I'm Doc Marshall for Lessons.io, and today we're going to talk about more bar chords. You remember one of the other lessons, we had some bar chords that we used, where we brought them right up the neck without changing finger positions to form our different chords. Well, that's good for a certain amount of the chords that run along the top string here, the E, the F, the G, and A, and so on, all the way up. We formed a chord underneath each one of those notes, starting with the E chord, and then bringing it up to the F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, and so on, all the way up the neck. But there's other chords that you'll want to put in the bar chord position too, but a different configuration. If we were to play a C chord over here, that's the same C chord that we would play up here. It's also the same C chord that we play over here. And most people understand the first position chords. In other words, the C chord is here, the A minor, the D, the G, and so on. But sometimes it's better to play them up on the neck for different reasons, and we're going to go over that in a second. But for right now, we're going to show you how to play the inside major bar chords. For example, if I were to play this note, the second string on the A, the first note is a B flat, okay? And then if I take my third finger and I bar 1, 2, 3, those three, and hold the B flat here, see if I can get that finger out of the way, like so, I would have a B flat chord. Okay, that's a B flat chord. If I were to bring that up 2 frets, I would have a C chord. And 2 flats more, I'd have a D chord. And then 2 flats more, I'd have an E chord. Okay? So you have an E chord here, that's fine, but you also have one down here. So sometimes the question is, well, okay, we have all these chords, why should I use chords in the first position? Or why should I play them up on the neck? Or in the middle of the neck? Why should we do these things? Because if I can play everything down here, then why do I need to play them up here? Well, the answer is convenience, for one thing. Sometimes we want a certain sound. For example, in folk music, we want to play that G chord because it has a nice ring to it. But other times, we want to play this G chord, which is a bar chord, remember the bar chords, because it has a different sound to it. It's still a G chord, same notes, right? Or a C chord over here is there, but a C chord is also over here. C chord is also up here. So we have some more variety. But we want to play the chords in a certain position on the guitar for different reasons, as I've said. Now let's see if we can master the bar chords using the inside 4 strings. We'll take out this string and this string, okay? And the inside 4 note chord is here. Just those 4 notes. If we play the C here, and then we go 2 frets up and we play the next 3 notes here, those 3 notes plus this note, we have a C chord. Okay, it's a very nice sounding chord. It takes a little while to get used to this. And we call this a bar chord because with this finger, I'm barring those 3 notes. That's what makes a bar chord. If I was playing this chord here, I'm barring all 6 strings like that. If I'm playing the inside chord, this is a different chord of course, then I'm using these 3 strings here and I'm barring it with that finger. So it's an inside chord because it's inside this string and this string. It's the inside 4. So if I were to play them going up it would be B flat, and B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp or E flat, E, and so on, all the way up. So I have F chords over here, and I have F chords over here, and I've got them all over the place. So what we'll do is review this bar chord here. Remember that we started with an E chord, and we're going to use these 3 fingers on these strings that we know as the regular E chord. And then we're going to bring it up 1 fret, and I'm going to bar. Put my finger across all of those strings. And then I have my rest of the fingers on the chord here, and together that's an F chord. Counting up on the bottom string, we have F, and this is the G, right? So if we play it here, it's now a G chord. And over here it's an A chord. But look at that pattern. On the bottom string, we have the name of the chord. If I play this note, and I play that configuration of fingers, it's a F chord. If over here, if I have the G, and I play this configuration, it's a G chord, and an A chord, and so on. So it's easy to remember what chord you're playing by the position on the neck. On the inside chords, we started with a B flat, and a C, and a D. Now we look at the second string. We're not playing this bottom E string anymore. That one's not being played. But the second string here, the A string, this one, that's the one we're going to look at. So if that's an A string, which it is, and then I play that note, 1 step up from the A, 1 fret I should say, is a B flat, and then a B. Okay, and then a C. 2 up is going to be a D and an E. So, just like we did before, if we play a chord, the inside chord here, that's a C chord, because the bottom note that I'm playing is that one right there, which we just identified as a C note. So once again, it's very easy to know what chord you're playing. If I play this, I just look at what note I'm hitting, this one, that is a D note. And with this particular grouping of fingers, just the 2 fingers there, and I play that, that's a D chord. Bring it up here, this is an E note, so that's an E chord. So it works out quite nicely. On the second string, we have the A and the B and the C and the D and the E and so on. So if I play it inside chord in that position, I know just where I am and I can pick my chord. On the bottom string, just to review, we play it in this position. Remember, that's from the E. So now I have F. If I hit it here, if I go up here, that's a B note. So it's a B chord. So it's nice and convenient. Okay? So we have 2 types of bar chords right now. We have this configuration and we have this configuration. These are all major chords now. We haven't touched the minor chords yet. But for our major chords, we'll look at some more songs to be played with these different kinds of bar chords in our next lesson. Have fun with that. Bye for now.